And hello, everybody. Welcome to today's stream. And today we're going to be doing some early morning runs, and we're going to be doing the class 86, the class 323, and we'll finish off with the 150, all being well. So first of all, we're here at Crewe, and we're doing the 5Z60 Crewe to Birmingham New Street at 5:15 in the morning. Yes, it's a little bit dark at the moment, but it'll soon brighten up. I've given this a test run earlier, and I quite enjoyed it, and it was quite nice driving from the morning darkness into the morning gloriness of the autumn sunshine. So it's the class 86, and without further ado, let's get started. And first of all, hello mobile Chernobyl, nice to see you. Good morning. Yes, good morning, it's morning. So let's get started. So here we are. Let's get a torch on and go and get things set up. Go to our DSD. Just up here. That's done. And close the door. Stop crouching. Get our safety systems on. Get in our chair. Acknowledge our old AWS. Get the master key in. Get some power on. Wow, listen to that. Let's get our straight brake on. Let's get our little switches going. Always find these a bit tricky to select. I think I need to just pull further back. Nearly there. It's quite difficult to do this on the controller. Oh dear. Dimmer switch. On. Off. Instrument lights on. There we go. All nicely lit up. Just have a quick look outside. She's whirring and ready to go. Oh, we've got no lights on. Where are my lights then? How have I managed to miss them? Is it because I'm not in forward? I am in forward though, aren't I? Ah, marker lights, there they are. So quick, yes, we're ready to go now. Okay, so it's 37 miles. We've got a 20-mile-an-hour speed limit to come out of here. I think we got the green light to go. So let's release our brakes. Now, I don't think we need to pay attention to the neutral zones in this particular route. They haven't been set up as like they are in the Preston to Carlisle route, so we're not going to have to worry about neutral zones. Okay, I think everything's sorted. We can just get going. So let's just get into the hold position and give it one notch. Yes, that's been acknowledged, so let's get our straight brake off. Acknowledge our DSD. And we're off. So as you can see, there's a nice little hue or a little bit of orange poking through in the sky there. So once we get a couple of miles out, it should start brightening up for us. But when I was driving this the other day, it was quite nice just driving out of Crewe actually, with the depot being all lit up. Right. Yeah, really, really quite atmospheric driving at first thing in the morning, and just as the sun's going down at the end of the day too. So I hope everybody's doing well, and everybody's enjoying the route. It's a fantastic route. It's really well detailed. Obviously there's a few bugs at the moment which are all scheduled to be sorted out on either Monday or Tuesday, I believe, so fingers crossed everything goes well, and we'll be able to enjoy the game at its fullest. There may be some other little tweaks and updates in the following patches during that week, and also in the first patch, in core patch in November as well, so in the first week. Right, we can start running up a little bit now. Do be careful when you're running up that you don't, especially on the 86, it's much easier to throw those needles into the red. Beautiful sound on the Class 86 and the 87s. So don't adjust your TV or phone. I know night scenes can be a little bit off-putting to watch, but as you can see, the sun is creeping up there, and it'll soon be light. If you haven't driven at night or in the dark, I highly recommend it. And the best way to do it is in the dark, actually. So close all your curtains and blinds and switch all the lights off, and then you got no reflections off the screen, and it feels much more immersive too. Right, let's have a look on our power. We can start running this power up a little bit more. As I say, you don't want to get those needles into the red, otherwise you'll get some horrible noises. So as I say, the Class 86 is much easier to drive on this route because the neutral zones are not set up, so you don't need to run down the power as you go through the neutral zones. Bit of arc in there off the cables, which looks cool. Mark Murray. Hello there, Mark. How is it playing? Are you on console? Yes, I am on console. It's playing better than what it was. I But the updates haven't come through yet. They're coming through on either Monday or Tuesday. But it's, despite that, it's playing reasonably well, really, to be honest with you. I thought there'd been an update the other day. I don't know whether there was or not on either Thursday or Friday, and the blurring issue didn't seem to be as bad as it had been. So I thought there'd been an update, but I didn't see anything in the on Discord, on Train Sim World's Discord channel, indicating that there'd been any particular updates as such. But I did see a slight improvement, although I did incur a crash with the 86 at Crewe. But according to Alex's post, was it yesterday or the day before? The major issues will be resolved. So yeah, so far so good. So here we are. It's all getting a little bit brighter now. And we got 350 passing by. Wow, look at that. Beautiful orange horizon there. So I couldn't resist giving the old BR Blue 86 a bit of a run. After all, I am a BR Blue fan, so it had to be done. So what we're going to do, I think this stops at Wolverhampton, and then we'll pop down to Birmingham New Street and give the... actually, we might be staying, I think, if I'm correct, we're going to stay at Wolverhampton, and we're going to pick up a Class 323 to make our way to Birmingham. And then from Birmingham we're going to get a 350 to finish the morning off. So I thought I'd give the title of the stream a cheeky little title, Morning Glory, based on Oasis' song. What I particularly like about these early drives or late drives is the contrast with the sky and the scenery. Right, in fact, I haven't been keeping an eye on... we haven't fully... pushed our power to its maximum yet, so let's get that done. If anybody's got any questions, don't hesitate to ask. Even if you're watching this recorded, just leave some comments and I'll try and answer them for you if I can. I'm not the greatest train expert in the world, but I've been playing for over a year now, and my interests derived from the nostalgic era of my childhood in the BR Blue days, so that's kind of routes I usually play. Right, we need to run down here a little bit. So we're running our power down. I think we can take that back to hold there now. And hopefully it'll just hold for us at 99 miles an hour. Or maybe not, maybe we need to just run it right down. We are going downhill slightly. What I particularly like about the blue, I do you know, I can't get it out. BR Blue era is all the lovely little sound effects, the bells, the little alarms, the noise of the brakes, the clanking of all the equipment, the changing of gears, well, changing of the throttle. So I'm not sure what, this does have a top speed of 100, oh, it's 100 miles an hour, is it? Oh, of course, we're on the Class 86. I was thinking of the Class 87. The Class 87's got a top speed of 110 miles an hour. I've not had a chance to try that yet. I did try a couple of times, but for some reason it just keeps crashing when it loads. So I'm assuming that's part of the initial launch bugs that we've had. So we can start notching up a little bit more. As we've lost a little bit of our speed. I've set this in September. It is on the timetable. I've set it in September so that it gets lighter a little bit quicker for us, so that we can get a better visual. Oh, we're overtaking a 350. That's cool. I love it when we have a bit of parallel driving. I'm assuming they must be coming to a stop. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, what's quite nice about driving this time of day is the lighting. There's some brilliant lighting. Okay, let's start notching up a little bit, well, running up rather. Mobile Chernobyl playing sorry, I can't say that word. Playing squad while watching your stream. It's kind of funny laying down, covering for my teammates while going on a nice stroll in the English countryside. I was playing Call of Duty last night. I don't stream Call of Duty though, because I'm not good at it, and I've played that for years. I'm okay at it. I can hold my own, but my mates have been missing me because I've been focusing on Train Sim World. So it was nice to take a little break from the old trains last night and go and shoot some bad guys in Call of Duty. Although Battlefield is the big game at the moment, I'm afraid I've spent all my money on the recent sale that was on Steam for rebuilding my collection, because all of my collection's on Xbox at the moment, but I also decided to rebuild my collection on Steam to take advantage of mods and other things that you can't access as easily through Xbox. In fact, they have more sales. Right, it's just running down a little bit. Joshua, hi, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. I hope everybody's enjoying the new route, despite the few issues that we have at the moment. If you're thinking of getting it, if it didn't have its bugs and everything, I don't hesitate going buy it straight away. I'd still buy it now though, even though it's got a few bugs, because they have been scheduled to be sorted out in the next couple of days, on Monday and Tuesday. Can I see the train you are driving? Yes, of course. There you go. It's the Class 86. Oops, I'm afraid we got smashed in the head by a bridge there. So there's the Class 86. It looks quite similar to the Class 87. It's less powerful than the Class 87. It was only used for... didn't hear the... have we gone into emergency mode here? Because I didn't hear my AWS. I think we did. I think I've just saved us though. Right, let's start running up. Oh dear. I didn't hear the AWS outside. That's the trouble when you do outside shots, you see. Can't hear what's going on inside. Mind you, there's a bit of serendipity here. We've got a double yellow, so we need to think about our speed anyway, and we've got 25 mile an hour. So let's run down. Not that we had far to run down anyway. Okay, so let's start applying some brake. I think we got, is that a single or is it another double? No, it's a... So I've put my brakes down to just over, around about 60%. So we could possibly have a red here. Hello, hello, Frill Seeker. How are you doing? Looks like we're getting taken over by the 350 we were passing earlier. I think we got a green ahead of us, have we? So I think this lighting, driving at this time of day, makes it look quite realistic. Wow. Look at that snaking over. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So we got 15 miles before we hit our destination. Thrill Seeker, very good. How are you? You don't seem to be suffering from blurry texture so much as me. Are you on the Xbox too? Because I was watching the British Ace, and he's on PlayStation, and I think this was a couple of days ago, and he was experiencing blurry textures. They weren't as bad as I have seen them. I'm aware they haven't been totally. They haven't totally gone the blurry textures, but they don't seem to be as bad. But I'm not aware of a particular update that might have improved that. I don't know, but at the moment I seem to be faring reasonably well. Kabeb, apologies if I've pronounced that wrong. Hello there. Hey, looks like a nice ride though. Driving 86 and talking in the stream is a handful. Yeah, I feel a lot better for you saying that. Actually, it's because I don't know how many live streams I've done now. I think it's around about 15. But I still feel new and fresh at doing live streams, and yeah, it's quite hard going. Trying to talk and drive. I'm not very good at multitasking at the best of times, so they're quite good streams to watch in the sense that you can possibly expect some kind of disaster because I'm trying to focus on so many things, but that's part of the fun, isn't it? Right, so we can run this up a little bit more. We've got 13 miles, haven't we? You've got Series X too. Yeah, I'm on the Series X. Yeah. There's been moments when it's been really bad. The last couple of days it's been okayish. Whether that's just because of me perhaps driving less resource intensive timetable trains, I don't know, but I'm looking forward to the patches that they've said they're going to do on Monday or Tuesday. So another outside view. So we got full daylight now. Oh, we're going to smash into that bridge. What I did do with it being, I've set it in September, I added a little bit of fog, so it gives that little bit of a morning mist, as you can see there through the fields. So we've still got an extra little bit of room there to push some more power through. Yeah, I was saying before, the Class 86 is not as powerful as the Class 87. This is the /2, I think. I don't know if I got it the right way around, but so if I'm right, it's either the /4 or which way around is it? /2 and there's the /4, and I think the /4 is slightly more powerful and was able to handle freight, whereas this one can only handle passenger. Right. I couldn't apply brakes straight away there when I was speeding because I needed to run down. You can apply a brake while you're running down, but it's not the done thing. Just putting more strain on the train. Cabeb Xbox, it worked well reducing the layers according to instructions, didn't crash. I do streams but not live. Being Swedish, I have additional struggle handling the language. I see. I know they gave some temporary advice about removing layers and whatever else, but what seemed to work for me was my hard disk drive was at a capacity of 90%, and I believe the GPU sometimes needs some of that space, so I reduced it from 90 to 75, and that seemed to resolve the main crashes I was having. I don't know whether it did or not, but it felt as if that seemed to help anyway. Once we get up to the built-up areas, we'll have a look around the stations and see if anything's blurring, which is, I think, is where things blur the most. Let's add a little bit more throttle here. I've let the speed drop off a little bit. What's going to be particularly cool soon, the next third-party release is going to be just trains Crewe to Preston or Preston to Crewe, whichever way around you want to say it. That's going to be really cool when that releases. We're going to be able to drive all the way from Carlisle to Preston and then Preston to Crewe, and then okay, this is set in modern day, but we can then carry on in the 86 or 87. Right, we got a temporary speed limit coming up. I need to start reducing the speed, but I'm trying to wait for it to run down. Come on, run down. Right, we're not going to make that 40 mile an hour speed limit, I don't think. Might just do it. Oh, I think we might do it actually. I don't remember setting up temporary speed limits. Are they a standard thing in the game now? Because I turned off the faults because I generate enough of my own faults while driving without the need to have further faults thrown at me. But still, despite that, I quite enjoy these temporary speed limits they've put in. It keeps you on your toes, it keeps it more immersive, especially if you're not using your signal aspects as well. Right, we'll just notch up a little bit. If you're enjoying the stream, welcome. Don't hesitate to ask myself or anybody else in the chat about anything to do with the route, or that's what it's all about, is all getting together and having a little bit of a chit chat and sharing experiences and getting clarification on things. So please like and subscribe if you can. Of course you don't need to or have to. But I've noticed my subscribers have, I think I'm getting very close to 2,000, so that'll be really cool if we hit that 2,000 soon. I don't think the subscriptions help too matter really. It's about people coming along to watch, and I appreciate everybody who's been coming along recently and joining the streams and having a good chat. Right. That is green, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, Kabab, okay, have to pop out. Some of the things waiting. Short visit, but good. May come back next time. Yes, please do. Nice for popping in, nice to see you. Much appreciated. Mobile, I do see your streams getting more people, which is good too. Yes, it's really, really nice. I mean, because this is just a hobby really, and it's I really appreciate it. It's I'm very humbled by it. It's very nice. I've just put my throttle into shutdown. Right back into hold. A quick look outside. What a beautiful sound. Right, what have we got? We got a double yellow. Okay. Right, let's run down then. Our next light should be a yellow. And we've got a 15 mile an hour speed limit in 0.8 miles. Thrill Seeker, what build are you on? Because I'm on 645. That number rings a bell within. I'm not sure if I've already asked that before, sorry. No, that's okay. Yeah, I'm pretty 99% certain that is the same build, because someone did ask me the same thing the other day, or I'd gone and checked myself. Ooh, there now we've got a bit of blurry there, haven't we, on the dashboard now? Very blurry. It's a good job I'm not relying on. Yeah, it's come back. Seems to be in the built-up. Come into the built-up areas. Sorry, I've slowed down a little bit too much. I've been keeping an eye on the chat, and best to be safe than sorry, though, eh? That is a yellow, is it? No, it's a red. Okay, let's run that down. Right, I panicked a bit there then. It's not good. Right, we're in hold. Let's just get that the loco brake on for a minute. We're rolling back. Right. Brakes released. That's in hold. Let's just notch up one. Take that brake off. Let's just creep up to the signal. No, I jinxed it. No, you didn't. It was just me panicking. Right, we must have something in the station. So that's what's quite nice about this route is you have to wait your turn for the stations as they do in real life, which makes it a lot more immersive. Did that just go yellow then? That is a yellow, isn't it? I just want to double check. Where am I? No, that isn't yellow, is it? It's still red on there. It looks like yellow to me. This is the yeah, that is red. See, from here that looks like a yellow. Close up you can see it is red, and that I've been caught out by this a few times. Right, let's see what's holding it up at the station then. So we're coming down here. So we got this in the station. We're just waiting for them to go. Don't know what time. Oh, it's moving. So we should get our yellow light shortly. Yeah, I don't know if anybody else is experiencing this, where it's particularly sort of during, I don't know, sometimes it can be even on a clear day. I've been in a station at Preston and the lights are yellow, but really they're red. See, that passes as a yellow. That is yellow now, isn't it? Yeah. Right. So it is yellow. Let's go. Right, so I've just notched it up one. Something doesn't seem right here. Right. So. Right, we've notched up, so is that off? Yep. Should start creeping forward now. Yeah, so remember, if you're not used to driving these, make sure you don't go into the red with your needles. So we're entering the 15 mile an hour zone here. Are we in hold? Thrill Seeker, I have a couple of times I've had to turn signal aspect on in the HUD, which ruins the realism a bit. Yes, that's it. Normally on streams, I have been putting the signal aspect on the HUD, but I've decided to live dangerously during the last couple of streams. With there being so many things to focus on. But it just doesn't make it feel realistic, knowing the signal aspect well in advance. But have recently been struggling. I have a feeling maybe it's because I've been playing a lot of stuff set in the autumn, and I think that's been making it worse. But as I say, there's been a couple of occasions where, you know, I've been in places like under a station canopy and they still look, so you can't really blame it on what do they call it, bleaching by the sun. Wolverhampton. Used to spend every other weekend here, where my wife used to live. Right. Right, so we've done it. We sped a little bit. Blame that on the chat. But that's that one completed anyway. So, as the title says in my stream, Morning Glory. So, we're going to do a couple of other early morning services. The next one is the 323 I decided to do, and then we'll finish off on the 150. So, where is the 323? That's there. So the one we're going to do is this one here, Wolverhampton to Four Oaks. And we'll leave the weather as it is. We'll be at its mercy, shall we? Now, I'm not really the biggest fan of kind of commuter-based type of trains, because you end up like driving a tram or a tube. You know, you're just stopping every 800 odd yards in some cases, and it can be a little bit off-putting for me, but for other people, that's your thing. Great. That's the beauty of Train Sim World. It caters for every taste. However, I was particularly impressed. Somebody in the stream suggested doing one of these services from Wolverhampton to Birmingham, and so I gave it a go, and I really enjoyed it. And I think the reason being is because of the having the chance to stop at the stations and look at them properly. And it looks visually really visually detailed, so I quite enjoyed it. So what I did the other night in my other stream, I went from Birmingham New Street to Wolverhampton, so we're going to go the other way round, so there's something a little bit different if you watched the other night. So let's get started. Stop babbling on, Dave. Right, so let's get our master key in, and let's get this into forward. And I don't know if that'll allow me to open the doors. Yeah, I can hear them opening. Let's get our safety system sorted. Just acknowledge it. Vigilance. And what's that one? ESD's not, that's switched on. TPWS normal. I think that's everything. I don't think there's any sneaky switches behind us, is there? That needs to be switched. From what I can remember. I think that might be the next train. Right. What else do we need to set up here? Anything up here? I think everything's just on the front dash. Tail lights, headlights. Oh, what? That's all set and ready. Okay. It's all this. Cab lights. Cab lights. Right. So I think we're all set to go. Let's just have a quick look outside, see how we're doing. So what time is it? So this is 7:18. Not quite sure what time we got in on the Class 86. But anyway. So let's just have an overview of the station of Wolverhampton. Very nice. It's so detailed, it just makes you want to nip into the city centre and call into a pub. Maybe a bit too early at 7:19 in the morning. Well, maybe a cooked breakfast then. Right, we've been given the go-ahead. So it's combined throttle and brake. So we need to shut the doors. Right, I need to be careful now, because there is quite a few stops. How many stops have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And apart from Birmingham, they're all short stations, so there's no room for error. 15-mile-an-hour speed limit out of here. So our first stop's in 3 miles. Let's see if we can... we're playing on console. I can't make my camera go fast unless I plug in a keyboard. So if you're on console, you can plug a keyboard into your console if you want to take advantage of... That's nice, wow. Some of the features that the controller does not have. Trying to get a nice spot here, but I'm having to keep the camera moving. Wow. Oops. Beautiful. Look at that. Looks beautiful in the morning sunshine. And there she goes, folks. Look at that cracking detail. Right, let's get back inside before I cause a disaster. Get that throttle down. And we got a 150 coming towards us. Oh, no, 350. Oops, we're speeding. Oh, no we're not. Mobile. What you don't start your morning with a... I think I need to. Oh dear, you make me laugh. We were talking about Henry Westons on here the other day. I think that was someone's favourite drink, which was good to hear because I quite like that as well. It's a nice cider, very strong. Wow, this 323 is shifting. Right, let's reduce our speed a little bit. Throttle. The morning sunshine with the autumn colours, it just looks cool. Look at that banking around the corner there. Alright, just applying a little bit of brake. Just a mile away. I'm afraid I don't know. I know the British says he plays without a HUD, which is really cool, but he's very good at learning. He looks out for sort of like visual markers along the track to help him remember where there's speed changes and when to start slowing down for the station. I haven't had the opportunity to... I play so many different routes. I never stop to really route learn one route, which is on my list of things to do, is to learn a route inside out so I don't need the HUD. Right, where's the station entrance? So it's in the middle there, so we need to stop. Probably... here, I think. That was a bit too far. And that felt a little bit too sharp too. Anyway. The hordes are off. So, do you know what? I haven't even looked at what station we're at. What station are we at?
Is the 0725 London
Osley.
Northwestern Railway service. Smethwick, Wolf Street.
Is this my static camera I've got?
Chester Road.
Right, I need to close those doors, don't I? Which will be... Right, we're ready to go. Tipton is our next station. Oh, I've got the wrong camera. Never mind. I thought it was the static camera. Thrill Seeker, the guy on the platform took your comment about drinking in the morning to literally. Oh dear. I think the nation's becoming a nation of coffeeaholics. What would be... Everybody seems to be hooked on coffee these days. Rather than beer. There seems to be more coffee shops than there is pubs now, which is a shame. Oh, that's lovely, that sunshine there. That's what I meant by morning glory. You know, I'm hopeless at getting up early. I'm more of a night owl. Coffee alcoholism. Yeah. There we go. It's not too bad. Got Pandolino coming through. Right, let's try and get that shot I was trying to get before.
The train at platform 1 is the 0728 London Northwestern Railway service to Four Oaks, calling at Sandwell and Dudley.
I've not noticed too much bizarre, weird NCP behaviour as yet. I think some people have seen them falling out of to the floor of a bridge. I've not seen that yet though. Right, closing the doors.
As it is ready to leave. Platform 1 for the 0728 London Northwestern Railway service to Four Oaks.
Oh, let's acknowledge the... oh, he's just walked through a door that was closed. He was determined to get to work on time. Wow. I love the way they just accelerate off from the platform. And there she goes. Right, back in the cab. So we're stopping again shortly. Very shortly. So we're stopping at Dudley. My wife lived between Dudley and Wolverhampton. I forget the name of where she actually lived now. But there was a great chip shop just 2 minutes away from our house. And they did a brilliant chicken kebab as well. Gosh, this station's short. Perfect. Wow. This 323, it's really nice to drive. I mean, to look at it. You know, for me, it doesn't do it for me because it has to be a diesel from the BR Blue era. So this looks a little bit plain. But it drives really nice. It's quite easy to drive. I think British Ace was saying the same on one of his streams the other day. It's nice to drive. So if you're new and just learning, it's quite a nice one to learn with combined throttle and brake. Right, I thought we locked the doors then, didn't we? Have I opened the doors on the wrong side? I have. Right, so all my alarms are going off. Those ones on the other side closed, they did. Right, let's go. Rachel, hi, welcome to the stream, nice to see you. Well, I can't see you, but nice for you to be here. Oh, there we got the canal along the side. I haven't seen any canal I haven't seen any barges. Oh, we got a double yellow here. So let's just get this power off. And just reduce our speed. Yeah, I haven't seen any barges sort of moving past. I think I have seen them sort of parked up. Is this a double? It's a double as well. We can stay around this speed then. Excuse me. Just got a mile to go. I'm quite happy with the amount of AI I've been seeing. A couple of people were mentioning when I was last on that they didn't think there was a lot of AI, but the last couple of times I've played, I mean, as you see, I mean, this is the rush hour anyway, so there's been quite a bit of traffic passing us on both journeys so far. I can't remember what the last colour the light was. I'm assuming it was green with that being Yeah, right, we're okay. But we're stopping now anyway.
London North Western Railway service to Four Oaks. Platform 1 for the 0734 London North Western service to Four Oaks. Calling at
This is something
Norton Bridge.
I've noticed. Just try and get away from that
Birmingham New
microphone.
Street,
Oh, the microphone's
Bradley Hill,
everywhere. I'm very impressed
Chester
with
Road, Wild Green,
these
Sutton
car
Coldfield,
parks that I've seen
and
pop up
Four
quite a
Oaks.
bit.
The train at platform 1 is the
It does. They do look really
0734
real, and at the
London
moment they're not
North Western
blurring or
Railway
anything neither.
service to Four Oaks. Calling at Smithick
I mean, obviously
Street,
close up they don't
Birmingham New
look
Street,
fantastic, but
Bradley
you wouldn't
Hill,
be that close
Paddington,
anyway. But from up
Chester
here,
Road, Wild Green,
it
Sutton
does give that
Coldfield,
immersion.
and Four Oaks. Will passengers intending to
Right, let's lock the doors.
please join the train now, as it is ready to leave. Platform 1 for the 0734 London North Western Railway service to Four Oaks.
Stop at Smethwick. Oh, we got a 150. That'll be a nice one to finish off in. I prefer driving trains with separate throttle and brake. I believe that's the same in real life as well. A lot of the traditional drivers prefer the old throttle and brake. Rather than a combined throttle and brake. I find, as a player, I find it easier to have them separate. Right, why am I going so slow? See, there's quite a bit of traffic coming through. We've got that Voyager coming past straight after the 150. Neither of them looked blurred, neither. That building looked a bit blurred. I've noticed that's looked blurred in the past. Oh, we're going a bit too fast here. Zach's Dreams. Hello there, Zach. Right, so I think this is because the entrance is at the end of the station. Our stop is at the end of the station to make it easier for the passengers to get on and off. And there's our stop sign. Right, let's get the doors open. Let's catch up on the chat. Rachel, I used to drive this route in real life years ago when I was a driver at Euston. It used to be a diversionary route for us, and we also used to take services from Euston to Wolverhampton. Wow, fantastic. The old tractions were the best. Yes, definitely. It's great to have a real train driver in the chat. So do you do you still drive then, Rachel? Right, let's have a look. Are we ready to go? Yes. Did I close the doors? I can't remember. Right, so we've got a tiny little bit of blur in here now, probably because we're getting nearer to Birmingham, but hopefully that'll all be sorted out. I haven't put my hill start on. Right, let's get going. You're retired now. So do you play Train Sim World yourself then as well? Sorry to keep asking you all these questions. I'm just really curious. So our next stop is quite soon. You do, yes, cool. So with you having real experience of this particular route, how does it feel to you? What's your impressions? I mean, sorry to put you on the spot. You don't have to answer if you don't want to, but I'd be curious to know. Right. Where's our stop? Is this it? Is this the one? Yeah. Ooh. Overshot my stop mark then. So as I was saying, I'm not normally into sort of these stop and start routes. I prefer to be chugging along in an old diesel somewhere. But I'm really enjoying it on this route because a lot of these stop and start stations these days tend to be very bus stop like. But in this particular game, on this route, there's quite a lot of detail at each of these stations, so really makes it nice. Right, let's get in. It's time to go. Lock the doors, and there we have it. The dynamic weather has come in. So we're going to be arriving at Birmingham in the rain, which is our next and final station for this service. I drove it once. It's quite realistic, but I refunded the route due to the bugs. Yeah, sadly I've heard a few people do the same actually. I just need to find my wipers. I totally understand why. To be honest with you, I think I would have done the same. Only right, where are my wipers? I should always check where the wipers are. They wouldn't be up here, would they? I'm assuming they'll be somewhere on the desk. I've looked here, haven't I? Is that them there? Wiper control. Right. Intermittent. Try that. Right. Yeah, I've heard a few people have decided to get a refund. I wish I'd bought it on PC, because I was really looking forward to streaming when it launched, and I spent all day trying to get the thing to work and lost the opportunity to stream. I did stream in the evening, but hey ho. Right. Let's get down, get our foot down a little bit. Super Sprinter, afternoon. Oops. Just hold on a sec. Super Sprinter, afternoon. Seen picture on wall. Originally it was individual section made up by school kids. Right. I didn't have a look. Apple with twig. Oasis reference in the title. Yes, it's Oasis, yes. I was going to look up some of the lyrics to see if I could use a few punchlines from the lyrics. I don't think it has any other meanings, does it? I naively say. Yours was on PC, Rachel, right? So you were having the issues too. It's such a shame, isn't it, that what is visually a glorious looking route, that it's been plagued with so many issues. And I don't think it's on the side of the developer side. I think most of it is on Dovetail's side. I think. Well, well, to be honest, I'm not technical, so I can't really say. But saying that, you know, that even the timetables are all wrong. They've got, I mean, some of them are marked up of 5 or 8 hours long or something, and I just don't understand how that gets past the testing, really. So here we are, we're coming into Birmingham. I was scenarios you couldn't complete. Yeah, there's nothing more frustrating, you know, when you dedicate all that time into a scenario and then you get kicked out of it. I mean, it was kind of similar with driving from Birmingham to Crewe in the Pendolino. You know, and you'd spend an hour driving only to be thrown out at literally a few hundred feet from the station platform, and it just makes you want to throw the controller across the room, which was something I only ever did when I played Call of Duty. I've never had to throw my controller for Train Sim World, you know. And it just becomes it doesn't become a game anymore. It becomes a Russian roulette over whether am I going to be allowed to complete this journey or not. It's like today, all these journeys that I've selected to drive, I've pre-tested them to ensure that we can complete them. Right, I don't know if there's wipers on anymore, do I? After taking all that time finding them. Oops. so easily creep over. Is that yellow? It is. Is that a Voyager I can hear in the background, or is it? I think it's a Voyager. Could be a 150. Now then, what we need to do is we need to creep this forward and get it exactly. This is, so I think it was British Ace who pointed this out the other day, or no, I tell you who it was Train Sim Society. And on some of these you've got to be exactly spot on, so 7 yards. Will it register now? See, it's still not registered that. I need to edge it forward a little bit more. See, it should accept that really. It's forcing me to spad. See, I'm stuck at 2 yards now. Phew, God. Can you believe it? I really thought we were going to spad then. I mean, there's quite a bit of space there anyway, like, but, anyway. It is what it is. And there we are, all the NCPs getting off. It's nice to hear the, London, what they call them, the
Birmingham New Street, Marston Green,
announcements.
London Euston. Platform 3 for the 0754 London Northwestern Railway service to London Euston. Platform 2 for the
Was it a Voyager I could hear? Yes. So the station's looking busy-ish, which it should do for this time of day.
The next train to arrive at platform will be the 0750.
Right, lock the doors.
Railway service to Birmingham New Street, calling at Birmingham New Street only. Platform for the 0753 West Mid.
Okay, so that's that done. Right, so as I mentioned, we're going to finish off with the 150. That is the best way I've ever heard anybody describe the CSW experience, as Russian roulette. Rachel, I get that, David, and fully understand it was like Russian roulette. I fully agree. It doesn't become a nice, relaxing game. It becomes more like rage bait in a way. Yeah, and that's why I came away from Call of Duty, because often it would make me quite frustrated, and you don't really want a game to do that to you, you know? Especially Train Sim World. And it's been putting me off streaming as well, which I've personally found a little bit upsetting, because I've started to enjoy and get used to the experience of streaming, because it isn't easy. It's quite a nerve-wracking thing to do. So hats off to anybody who does it. And I was looking forward to showcasing everything, and in view of that, to be honest, I'd spent quite a lot of money getting things set up for this year's release of Train Sim World. But anyway, it's nice to have all these people in here anyway, and I hope you're enjoying the stream and enjoying what we can on this route. Right, 150. Let's get in the 150. Now, this is the one. This is the one. Birmingham International to Llandudno. And we'll take it at the mercy of whatever weather is thrown at us. Now this one's quite personal for me. The 150 I like to drive. I remember it well when I was a lot younger, in my younger days. And also it's going to Llandudno, which is my home territory. I don't actually live in Llandudno. I live in a little town called Holywell, near Flint, being my nearest train station, and Chester being my sort of... Chester and Crewe being my next stops towards England. So, we're on our way to Llandudno. So let's get started. Right. Let's get our master key in. And into forward. And we need to find our safety systems. Right, let's just acknowledge that. I don't think there was any other safety systems over here, was there? Or is that one? Yeah. I don't think there's anything else here or there. I think the DSD's on the back here somewhere. Vigilance. I don't think there's anything else. If Rachel's there, she can tell me. Right. What else do we need to do? Markers on. Instrument lights. Right. Do you know what? I've forgotten if it's left or right. I think it's the same side as the driver. So which side did I put it on? Yeah, that's right. Rachel, tell me if I'm wrong. Right then. Unlock the doors. I think we've got a little bit of a wait here because we've got to wait for the... Is it 323 in front of us? No. 175, 170. Still a hive of activity here. Again, it's 7:30 in the morning. Lock the doors. Oh, that's all right, Rachel. Right. Where are we? We need to wait for our light to change, but obviously gonna have to wait for them to go. So there's no point in really moving. My dogs have been really good this afternoon, by the way. I shouldn't speak too soon, really, but we're coming up to tea time and they got this automatic clock inside them. We might get interrupted towards the end of this run. Because they'll start shouting at me. But they've both been out for a walk and seem to be enjoying a nice little Saturday snooze. What's quite funny, what's quite nice is that this route, and I think the Manchester one as well, there's a lot of kind of waiting your line, waiting your turn, which is much more realistic. But I think a lot of us have been so used to reds being stuck on red for no reason because the game's been glitched somewhere. You start to become paranoid, thinking, well, is it glitched or not? Do I need to delete a train? That train's moving out now, isn't it? So we should get our yellow in a minute. Yeah, there we go. Right. So let's release the brakes. So we're on separate throttle and brake. I did shut the doors, didn't I? Yeah. Quite like the livery on this, by the way. Can't see it very well in this lighting. How many stations have we got? One. Oh, we've only got 2. Right, just need to stop again. Now I'll open the windows because I noticed last night when I was playing this, oh, we need to get the brakes on. I'm sure we were rolling back then. Oh, we've got a yellow anyway. Right, let's get going. Yeah, the engine noise wasn't very loud inside the cab. It still isn't really, to be honest, and the windows are open. But I love the sound on these older units. There we go. Listen to that. I believe they've made some improvements again to the sounds. For the 150, because I know not everybody has been happy with the sound recordings they've been using. I never think about going to see the passengers. So if you're new to Train Sim World and you've only been using combined throttle and brake, don't be frightened of using the separate throttle and brake. It's quite easy to get the hang of, and I would perhaps recommend the 150 as a good unit to get used to using separate throttle and brake. Before going into any of the other diesels. So there we go. Nice bit of morning sunshine. Sun just peeking over there. So we got the canal. As I say, I haven't seen any barges. I think I saw one parked up somewhere. Would have been cool if a couple of them went past. Overtaking a Pendolino. So it's amazing to think I could have been a passenger on this train, heading all the way to Llandudno, to my homeland, all the way from Birmingham. You know, I think I was saying earlier, I think I mentioned my late wife. She came from, well, she used to live in Wolverhampton, and so we take it in turns. Every other weekend, go to and from North Wales and Wolverhampton. But I used to drive, which was quite a stressful drive actually, from North Wales to Wolverhampton. No matter which way you went. But my wife used to use the trains all the time. She didn't have a car when I first met her. She only learned to drive when I'd met her. Because living in North Wales, it's kind of essential if you want to work anywhere really, to be able to drive, because the transportation in North Wales is pretty much zero. But she used to come up every week by train. And in fact, she spent quite a lot of her time on the train, and she used to fall asleep on them, but she seemed to have this art of waking up just in time for the right station. Right, we need to lose some throttle here and get some brakes on. For Smethwick. Right. Doors open. Bit like the 37, aren't they, the 150s? I don't mean in looks or performance or anything, totally different things, but in terms of their persistence of existence. The persistence of existence. I mean, how long has the 37's been around for, and they're still on mainline duties, mainly recovering modern day stuff that doesn't work. But the old 37 still battles on. Right, stop at Wolverhampton. Can we go? Can we? I'm a bit confused because, as most of you are probably aware. Right, hang on a minute. I need to release my brakes. Did I close the doors? Yes. Right, let's just put one throttle on. Release those brakes. Yeah, there's no hill start button in these things, so not that we're on a going uphill. So it's doing a hill start is like you would in a car, really. In the separate throttle and brake. Yeah, so the class 37s are my all-time favourite. It was a must-have in my Hornby set when I was a little boy, and also I used to call it the 125, the HST. But I don't know what it was. I don't think I saw a photograph or watched a video last night, and at Carnforth, between Preston and Carlisle. There's I forgot the name of the Railway Heritage Centre there. But there was photographs showing them scrapping Class 37s, which is really sad to see. Whenever I see any of those photographs of any engines being scrapped, it's like as if a soul is being destroyed. But obviously we can't keep all of them, can we? As much as that'd be very nice. So I think we're just coasting along at the moment, aren't we? Yeah. Wow. Thrill Seeker. After you've got to Wolverhampton, I'm going on the route for myself. Should I drive a 350 or 323, do you think? Ooh. I don't know, you know. I think I've been enjoying playing the 323 more than the 350, but I am enjoying playing the 350 a lot more than how the 350 was set up for West Coast Main Line South, you know, Euston to Milton Keynes. I know they've made a lot of adjustments to it for this release, and it does drive a hell of a lot better, and is more enjoyable to drive. I mean, I enjoyed it before, but it's hugely better. So it's a hard call, really. But if I had to choose over the two, and I'm surprised I'm going to say this, but the 323. But if you included the 150 in the list, I'd say 150. She's having a good wobble now. We like a good wobble. So we have seen a little bit of blurring today, haven't we? But, well, as an example, it hasn't been as intense. I mean, it's... Oh dear, I'm really teeing biscuits for the manager now. Forgot what I was going to say. Something about the blurring anyway. It's still unacceptable, but... the other day it was that bad. I mean, one of the locos was parked up, and it just looked like a jelly, a melting jelly. But it's been an ongoing issue. It's not just a route specific one. That I've noticed the blurring on Xbox for a while. And everybody has mentioned it, but there hasn't been any kind of speed in repairing it. But I'm hoping all the noise that's being made recently over it is gonna be, you know, a proper full fix for it. So we're just entering, there's the temporary sign there, temporary speed limit. They're normally pretty short. There we are, that's ended there now. Thrill Seeker, the first time I got a blur was in Birmingham Cross City on TSW3. Bloody hell. that far back. Wow. Well, what? That's not a good sign, is it? If we're talking way back to TSW3. We've got 2 miles to go. What are we coming towards this 350? She was flying. It's a nice skyline there. Oh. Right, we've got 30 coming up. Followed by an instant 15, so we really need to shake the speed off. Is that a double yellow? What's quite good with the 150 is the brakes release quite quickly compared to on the other diesels, you know, like the 47s and 37s and 40 and whatever. You have to be a little bit more kind of careful in judging how you use the brake, otherwise you can end up braking too much. Wow, and here we are again back at Wolverhampton. Sunshine's gone now. That tip down there. My wife was an art teacher, and she used to like going to tips to go and find materials to use to make mixed media art. So I think we spent an entire Saturday morning there one. Somewhere in the house here there'll be some of her artwork with bits of Wolverhampton tip in it. Right, so here we are. Free Seeker. Have you noticed that the 350/1 has its sensitive brakes and throttle sorted out? Right. To be honest with you, I can't say I have, because, do you know what? Because of everything that's gone on, I haven't really had a chance to really properly test every loco, because I've either been too peed off or trying to find things that will work so that I can stream something, sadly. So I haven't looked at it in that detail, sorry, Thrill Seeker. Let's get the doors open. Rachel, it's the art of knowing when and where to put on or take the brake off, David. Yes, it must be. What can I say? I'm in awe of how train drivers learn the routes inside out and have a feel for the brakes and knowing where to apply them to get that lovely, smooth, gentle stop, so that you don't end up throwing all your passengers across the carriages like I often do. I receive plenty of complaints of people stained with coffee or with minor burns. So I welcome you, Rachel, to future streams to give me guidance on any real tips, because I want to be able to drive it as realistically as I possibly can, which is a bit difficult at times with jumping in and out of different units all the time. But so yeah, I'm getting there slowly. I've took those horrible red things off the track. I can't stand them. I know they make it easier, but they're not there in real life, are they? So I leave them switched off. Experience, yes, plenty of experience and practice is a must. So and we've only playing a year. How long does it take, Rachel, to train as a train driver? Is it 18? Is it about 18 months for the sort of classroom-based side of it, and then I take it there must be a year or two then of training? You will, and you'll help if you can. Oh, thank you very much. That's great. Thank you. Right, now then, thank you everybody for coming along this afternoon for this impromptu stream. I tend to stream just off the cuff, really, because I live on my own here, and I've got what's buzzing? Can that woman sort it out? Oh, we're off. We need to get out of there. What was I going to say? Yeah, at the moment I don't have a scheduled stream, so I'll try and give some notice in the future, as I did today, a half an hour notice if possible. But in the future, hopefully, I'll be able to stream on a specific day. It's just that I've got a little puppy that's quite demanding, and I've got a little old dog as well, which needs a lot of care and attention too. So I kind of got my hands full with them, and I need to go and make their tea for them now. So thank you very much for coming along this afternoon. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Please like and subscribe. It does help. It's much appreciated. And I will see you all on the next one. Take care now.